Hi guys, welcome to the channel. If this is your first video, this shouldn't be, no, it's something else. It has been a year. I just came out of the most stressful 2 to 3 weeks I think I've had in years. So we're just gonna move on and have a challenge is what I thought would be fun. So basically this entire video is going to be how I plan to just get more clients and make hopefully like 10 grand by the end of the year extra. Now, there's going to be rules. There's going to be like things that I'm going to do to challenge myself. I'm going to share this on the channel. I haven't client hunted in so long. For the most part, I have been very lucky this year to have a few consistent clients that have been like 90% of my work this year. And I haven't had to hunt, I haven't had to pitch, I haven't had to even ask for like referrals because I have been full with work all year, which has been so great, right? But I also kind of miss it. I kind of liked the hunt a little bit. It's been a while. I really, my soul, my spirit, my body is craving doing something new. Like, it's been a whole year of consistency, and that's been really nice to like have things to depend on, but that's not what fills my bucket, and that's not why I got into this freelance. I would just go get a regular job if that's what filled my bucket, which I have decided I am not opposed to. At the right company, at the right price, I am not opposed to a regular job because it could just take all of, I wouldn't have to tweet again. I could just delete, I could just disappear off the internet if I just got a regular job at the right price. But until that magical $1 million offer comes in, I thought this would be fun to challenge to do something else. So let's dive in. This is enough talking. So in general, most people have a business, right? And also, I made some notes for like my main thoughts of this, but this is gonna be a lot of off the cuff discussions. I will timestamp the video though, so you can like go to what matters. Anyway, marketing's tough, and there are 800,000 options, and so many people are so confused on how to get clients and get attention because they don't even know where to start. Should they like blog? Should they start a YouTube channel? Should they dance on TikTok? And my hips are too old to be dancing on TikTok. But right, you like go online and that's what it looks like. Like you should be making like reels where you bop and have like text and like, you know, you're a millionaire and sell the dream and you're working by the beach, right? Marketing is a mess these days. And I mean, actually, you know what? It's always been, but it's really a mess these days. And so a lot of people are like, I have no idea how to get more clients outside of going onto the freelance sites and applying for jobs, because that's what most of us are conditioned to know, right? So I thought I would challenge myself to get in the weeds with the rest of you. I mean, for those who are pitching, sometimes not everybody's in a position to pitch, you know, it's disclaimer. I'm just going to do it with you guys. And some of my rules are, number one, I'm going to try and make 10 grand outside of my regular work, which my workload is already pretty full, so this is a little bit of a stretch, but my rule for that is none of my current clients, none of that income is going to count because that's not fair. And this is a challenge to make, like, find new clients and work outside of what my workload already is. I'm going to try and not work like 80-hour weeks, but YOLO. I'm feeling changing it up so bad right now that the thought of just like working long hours is like, oh no, okay. Like, I've always done that. What else? So no current clients, no referrals from any of those clients. That does not count. That does not count. These are people I'm going to find on my own. And then I'm going to enjoy this process is the last one. I miss the hunt. I miss doing this. So I'm diving in. Also, I mean, okay, there's like a few things that are in my favor that are not in everybody's favor. I've been doing this for as long as I have. I have a full portfolio and a half because I have so much work I can't even put on my portfolio because it's signed under do not talk about, or just it's just old or it's irrelevant, or like I haven't even updated it in all the work I've done over the last year. So I have a portfolio, I have followers on some channels, I have this YouTube channel, I have, 1,000 Twitter followers, whatever. Like I have a little baby bit of a brand. Okay. So like that's given me a bit of a head start. I'm gonna try to use that not as much as like possible, but that's to no sway the factors of all of this. But I thought I would talk about it anyway. So anyway, that was a long intro to now here's what I'm going to do, and here's what I think you should do if this is something that, if you want to end the year like with a kickoff, or you're watching this sometime in the future and you want to start, a 12-week challenge of what can you get done. Number one, I'm going to spend a little time defining the offer of what I want to offer. What do I actually like to do? Now, most freelancers of all kinds, photographers, graphic designers, writers, all of them, they always list everything they can do. I can do blogs and social media and content and copywriting and emails and all this stuff. And it's like, and they give that to clients on their portfolio of like, I can do everything. And clients, I'm not even going to get into the psychology, but like clients don't like that. Like nobody likes that, right? People like to buy things that are like defined and a little more, understanding. So the point is take the time to define what you want to offer. Now, it doesn't have to be so specific that it's like, 5 tweets and 1 landing page and all of this. Like, it doesn't have to necessarily be a package, but narrow by a little bit, web copy, email funnels, like just define, and you can make separate ones. You could have like a web or email funnel offering with its own page, and then like social, whatever you want to do. Define it a little bit. You need some kind of boundaries on what you're going to do. So I'm going to do that for myself. I think I'm going to do web, either sales funnels ish. I'm going to sit down and really think about this, but like I'm going to focus more on, sometimes when clients come to me and they want like a whole website design, like sometimes I'll throw in some blogging here and there and some other content, and I don't really want to do that right now. I already do enough of that. Based on some of the packages I'm on right now and the like retainers I'm on, like I miss doing full websites, really bad. Or at least helping people define their offers, which is literally what I need to do for myself. So it may be offer defining for clients. Anyway, define your offer. From there, you need to do something to make your process memorable. Now, if you're super, super, super new, maybe don't worry about this. But if you've been in the game for a little while, you need to do something, whether that's just like, I know that, I look like a bag of rocks right now, but like, I know I'm fun to work with. Clients like working with me. I bring the good vibes. When we're on a call, I am high energy. I am excited. I'm bringing ideas. I'm all of the things, right? So like when we get on calls, everybody's laughing. Everyone's having a good time. We have a clear, defined strategy and plan. That's generally my selling point when I work with clients. Unless I'm having like a really stressful 2 weeks, like these last 2, but for the most part, that is something. And sometimes I'll send in freebies, like clients who have worked with me. I've sent them my like pipeline program, or I'll log into my copywriting course. Like whatever it is they need, I sometimes just throw in extras because you should. So you need to find a way to make your whole experience more memorable than other people out there who do what you do, right? Like a lot of freelancers they get the work, they send in the work, they send the invoice, and it's kind of forgettable. Like you're kind of just this, like, anybody can do that. And like I said, don't put too much pressure on that. If you're new, don't stress. It's hard to find out what like makes you unique in the whole marketplace. But, or maybe it's the kind of writing you do. Like maybe you have very, very funny writing. Like just being an SEO copywriter is like, there's 500,000 of you, you know, like you need to find and define something that like makes you different. So make your process memorable as much as you can. Okay, so that's like the back end setup stuff, along with like maybe you want to like have a contract ready, whatever, but like don't overthink it. The main thing is let's get started, right? Let's go get some clients and get some money, right? Because like I don't care what the gurus say, for a lot of people, making $1,000 extra a month, that's just not outside of their regular money, is a big deal. It's a big deal. I don't care what the gurus say. Like $500 a month that you did not expect. That is a whole student loan payment. That is your car payment. That is, God, like some date nights. You know what I mean? Like it's whatever. You get the point. You know what I mean? I'm just doing this so like I can inspire other people to like maybe help their situations. Because I also wouldn't mind a little extra cash on my own. You know, I have a trip planned in December. Like I have very expensive things that just happened in these last 2 weeks that I now have the money for, but could use some extra, and that would not hurt right now. So tangent. This is off the cuff. I swear, you guys, I will start taking YouTube seriously one of these days. This is not the day, but now we go to the, okay, no, wait, let me back it up. There's two kinds of marketing, which if you're new to my video, you don't know. I have covered extensively in other videos, but there's outbound where you go get clients, and then there's inbound where clients come find you, right? Outbound, inbound, going to find people, having them find you. Like that's the difference. So the fastest way, period, is outbound marketing. Now, 99.9% of people are terrible at it because I can see the pictures in my inbox every single day of basically like, well, it gets a bad rap because cold pitches are bad. Most of them are bad, right? But let's get really, really tactical, right? I wrote a list of like tactical things you can do every single day to check off that you're making this happen for you. And these are what I'm going to use. So like, this is not just a like off the cuff kind of thought. This is really what I've used before, to get clients, which is why this year was steady for me. But moving on. Okay. Number one, hitting up people, you know, in your network that you're looking for more work. This is one of the fastest ways to get money. You're like a friend who owns an Etsy shop or something and needs like some copywriting. Best place to start. Sometimes people in your closest network will ask for a deal or think you're doing it for free, which is fine if you're building your portfolio, but whatever. Tell people that you're looking for work around you all the time. I know everybody wants to seem like they're so successful all the time that like they're never asking for work, but like ask for work. Grow up. Ask for work. Talk about your business about all the time. Post on social media. You're looking for work, okay? From there, when I was doing copywriting mentoring, I had people do 50 pitches a week, which was excessive, right? I mean, we did a few things before then, but then we got to the point of pitching and we did 50 pitches a week of very, very tailored, very thoughtful, very outlined pitches. Now, number one, I have an entire program on sending pitches and stuff, but the main thing is you're going to find people that you want to pitch in an industry that you care about. When people went through my mentorship program, I made them pick 3. You can pick 3 to 5 industries because then you can find businesses and then you know who to pitch instead of just anybody on the internet, right? It helps narrow your focus and get people on the list. If I wanted to pitch fitness businesses, I mean, even that's way too general, like gyms in the greater Denver metro area, which is where I am, I could get a list of 100 in a day or two of hunting through, right? The point is, you can't really avoid the pitching stage, and I'm not going to either. I have been in this game really long, and I don't know. Why not? Why not? Nobody remembers the pitches that they get in their inbox and say no to. It's not embarrassing. It's not weird. I've been doing this forever, and I have no shame over pitching. So I think for me, aiming for like 10 to 20 pitches a week is a good solid number. I could send like 2 a day that are thoughtful. And here's how I pitch. I look at the business and I looked at their website, especially if I want to offer email copywriting or web copywriting. If I wanted to do email, I would send it for their email. I go through their site. I come up with 3 ideas that I could help them with, or I just give it to them. So I'm like, hey, your email subscription could be this instead. If you want to implement that, have at it. I just give them stuff. I'm like, here's some ideas of things that you could fix. However, if you want to hire me, like, we can talk about that. And that's the secret to pitching, guys. And that's the thing that no one wants to do. Everybody just wants to make a template and blast it to 5,000 people, and you're going to get deleted. And then they're like, cold pitching doesn't work, because that's why. So pitches a day. Okay. Now I will say, if you want to apply on freelance sites, because it's kind of pitching, sure. If you want to do this challenge and apply on like Upwork or Fiverr or whatever, great. I'm not gonna, I used to be picky about Upwork and stuff, but like, this is go time. So, okay. Applying on freelance site, pitches, sending direct messages on Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn is incredibly powerful. Getting to know people, meeting them, getting in their DMs, just to be nice, not to pitch always, just to like start a conversation and like maybe it leads to business. Incredibly powerful. It does wonders for me. That personalized touch does wonders for my business. That's where all of my clients I have right now are from, for the most part, just like casual messaging. So, along with not only direct messaging, but commenting on socials. You should be commenting on posts on LinkedIn, Twitter, X, whatever, and Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. Those for me. I mean, maybe you find power in Facebook groups or whatever, like, cool. Whatever sites work for you, have at it, right? But you should be commenting. You should be putting yourself out there. You shouldn't just be on these social networks, just posting about your own self and your own business. Just that's not going to do it, guys. And it's spammy and annoying. So that, for the most part, takes care of outbound marketing. Now, you could also do things like setting your prices, deciding how much you're going to charge for packages and products, but like getting people on the phone first and foremost, or at least in your inbox, is huge. That's the most important part, right? Just getting the conversation starting, and then you can panic and figure out prices afterwards. So that's outbound. And I'm going to focus a huge chunk of my time on that, because also I just miss talking to businesses and getting in touch with people and hearing about their thoughts and what's happening for their marketing. I could deep dive forever on how to send like a better pitch, but just honestly, you should just buy my pipeline program, because it's a much more in-depth process. So anyway, but that is it in a very light form. And then there's inbound marketing. And this is where I'm going to start. I haven't written even more than like a blog or 2 all year. And blogging, so cringe sometimes. But is it helpful? Oh yes. Especially if you want to attract people to your website, all of the things. So I am going to focus on blogging at least once a week. I know if you really want to go gung ho, you should do like 3 posts a week. I already know realistically what my schedule is, and 1 a week is a sweet spot for now. So blog, obviously the YouTube channel. Hi guys. Posting content, not only for freelancers, but I need to start posting content for business owners as well. So then they can find the channel, hire me, all the things. I focused way too much on helping freelance writers, and that's not really what I do. Although I will never stop. I think it's important to help freelance writers, and especially hunt through the noise of copywriting on the internet these days. But to make more content that helps business owners, breaking down why their sales funnels aren't working, breaking down things like that. So we're going to pivot in a little bit of that direction in the near future. Making sure I'm actually emailing my newsletter subscribers. I'm so sorry if you've been on that list. I think I have sent maybe 2 newsletters all year. You guys, it's been bad. It's been bad for me making my own content, and I needed a break from making my own content for a second, which was great. But now it's time to play catch up. You know what I mean? Like we're just going downhill. And then social media content. Cringe. Ugh. But it's social media content, marketing time. I do enjoy it when I take time off from social media and I come back. I love it. It's when I do it all the time and I get bored of it that then it's hard. So I'm going to have to balance that in the future. But I think for this quarter, I can handle posting on social media regularly. Don't even look at my Instagram, you guys. It's a people might have thought I just died on the internet, you know, like people may have just thought I just disappeared because I posted nothing, and people were like, hello, do you still do this? And it's like, yeah, I do. But anyway, so that is the inbound marketing part. So then from there, I'm going to measure deeply what is working and what is not working. Now, you have to give inbound marketing time to work. You can't just write 5 blog posts and then expect like 80,000 customers to like come knock on your door. That is unfortunately not how it works. Same with YouTube, same with all the things. I was posting YouTube videos for years before like one video took off, and then all of a sudden I got like 2,000 subscribers in a year. You know, like all of these steps take time. Now, things like pitching, don't just send like 5 pitches and then be like, it's not working. I told people in my mentorship program, you have to send at least 100 before you get all picky about your program and your wording and your whatever you're doing. Okay, at least 50 pitches to be like, okay, I've gotten nothing from this. 50 to 100 and getting absolutely nothing, not a good sign. Something is wrong. I have other videos on that. Please just hunt through my channel and like analyzing why your pitches aren't working. But for the most part, you need to give these things time and then measure what works. So I'm going to go above and beyond on like keeping track of where clients and things are coming from so I can figure out what is working best. It's going to take a month or 2 of like building it up, especially YouTube, all the things. I think even YouTube is like, this channel is dead because this girl has not posted in forever. So, and you would be correct, YouTube. You would in fact be correct. So I'm going to be patient while the momentum builds and then see what happens. And then because I am a little rusty with pitching, I mean, I'm not that terribly rusty. It's also been like 10 years in my career in business but I'm going to send a certain amount, probably 50. And then if I don't have any clients from any of that, adjust and tweak and figure out what's wrong. I'm in this with you guys. That's really why I wanted to do this. And then, the last thing was like building systems, but I think we'll cover that more with time. Let me do this plan for, it's now October 11th. I'm starting a week late into the, no, God, we're almost like halfway through the month. Don't care. Starting, this is my strategy. At the end of October, I'm going to reanalyze and figure out what happens. I'm going to annoyingly share what is or is not happening on the channel. And this may be a disaster. I may try and do all this and like may not get a client. Like that's entirely possible. This may not work. Which would be wild, but possible, right? So anyway, that is it. That is my plan. I do have a blog below on like all of this more summarized because I'm a better writer than I am a speaker, but that's pretty much it, guys. Yeah, so if you're in, feel free to join my Discord down below or my Facebook group. I feel like I'm gonna post more in there. Probably not too much. I don't like to spam people, but you know, a general plan. So that's it. Happy Q4, guys. Let's crush the end of the year. You know, let's I was gonna say get that bread, but like that shows my age, doesn't it? Like that's not what the kids say anymore. YOLO. All right, bye guys.